Hi, welcome to the video. Back again with another Veach M-Cave video. This time a little different, but quite strange. So as you can see, got a few little background items to fill in. I would have used my homemade items, but number one, they're a bit too big. And number two, the last time I showed them off, a couple of years ago I got in trouble with college and they threatened me. Whichever grass it was that was there, bastard. But I'm no longer there now, and it wasn't university. So linking back to the M-Cave. This is in regards to Libera Sean's video, M-Cave hike follow-up part 2 of 3 at the minute mark of 31 minutes and 20 seconds into the video. This is when he is at the cave site. Now this is the difference. I'm not talking about the covered up one, the main one, the obvious one. I'm actually stepping back and looking back at the original M-shaped shallow cave. I call it the M-Cave Keyhole because that's what it is. Now if you don't know what I mean, basically when he was looking at the M-shaped cave, the one before the covered up one, it was shallow, there wasn't much to it. But at the back of the wall, there was almost like a perfect circular, like that. But I noticed something strange, because at the time he entered, focused in on it and approached it, something appeared behind it as if someone or something was looking through. Now, I'll show the video footage right now and see what you think.
Not deep at all. I'm gonna give you guys an up close shot at it. It's not a cave. That's really gnarly though.
Okay, so if you didn't quite see it, I'll replay it again right now. So after looking at the replay footage a few times now, it should be clearer to see. Now, I know the quality isn't great, but I didn't record it, if you know what I mean. So, looking at the video, it seems to appear that when Sean approached that shallow M-Cave and made comment on that keyhole at the back, that is when whatever it was appeared and covered mostly of that hole. It didn't stick out, it was pressed against it, like an eye looking through. Maybe it was some thing or human scouting, spying. Because normally, if you get too close to something and you make comment and speak out, and whoever is on the other side can hear, they're obviously going to have a look to see what's going on and how close that individual is. Because if they're too close, they can't be seen. And linking onto that, when Sean did approach that hole and got closer in, that's when it just suddenly vanished into darkness. It appears and just disappears completely. Now, one counterpoint could be it's just a moth, it's like a fly, an insect, something like that. But I have a few counterpoints. Number one, there's quite a few cobwebs and stuff around the hole and probably inside. So if it was a fly, surely it would have got caught and been killed by a spider. That wasn't the case. And number two, if it was a fly, a moth, it didn't exit the hole. It just kind of sat behind it. How could it hover in midair, if you know what I mean? Because it wasn't coming out the hole like a fly or a bee would if it was coming out of a tree. It was just leaning against the hole. Don't really make much sense. And then the final key point, encounter. How was that hole created in the first place? Because this seems to be solid rock and quite thick. And yet that hole is almost perfectly circular and it's gone right through the whole rock and then into darkness, which basically means into a cave, you could call it. So like with the covered up cave, there's a few gaps obviously, which Sean tried to put the camera in, and it was just pure blackness, meaning there was no more rocks in front. It was just into a pit or whatever. And that's exactly what that keyhole was. Now, there could be other reasons, but it just seems a bit strange. And in addition, just basing it down to coincidence. Isn't it very coincidental how Sean became sick exactly after looking into that covered up cave? He only started feeling sick after looking into it. And isn't it coincidental how at night, when leaving the area, there was footsteps and one thing on each side following him out, but nothing to be seen? And isn't it coincidental how there's a hole in solid rock which goes all the way through, and something appears to look through exactly when Sean points the hole out, and then disappears quick when he gets too close to it? That's what I mean. When there's too many coincidences, it doesn't become a coincidence anymore. It becomes a sign or something odd going on. So that's the way I say it. If anything else pops up, it will pop up and I'll mention it. But for now, goodbye. Oh, and in addition, it took a bit of time to set this damn thing up because I don't have normal equipment. I've always got to improvise. Right now I've got a chair balancing on top of a table as a tripod. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye.